My wife's love language is the ability to sleep.
Hey, ours too. We're talking life at home with country star Luke Bryan. And we've got the stories that define the week on People in 10. I'm Andrea Belke, bringing you everything you need to know about pop culture right now. We've got 10 minutes, so let's dive right in with the first 5, starting with a revelation from Gayle King about Meghan Markle.
Meghan has documents to back up everything that she said on Oprah's interview.
Gayle is friends with both Meghan and Oprah, and she spoke candidly about how all Meghan and Harry want is to move forward and have the royal family recognize how they've not defended Meghan in the press.
Gayle also revealed that Harry has spoken to his father and brother, Prince Charles and Prince William, since the interview.
The word I was given was that those conversations were not productive.
Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah sent shockwaves through the royal family.
There was anger, a palace source says, but there were genuinely mixed emotions and deep sorrow and shock there too.
But on a lighter note, there's a new baby in the family. Kate's sister Pippa welcomed her second child this week, Grace Elizabeth Jane.
A source tells People that she's perfect, everyone is overjoyed at the happy arrival, and that Kate and Prince William are overjoyed by the news of Pippa's baby too.
Award show history was made this week when Beyonce won her 28th Grammy, making her its most decorated performer.
We got rhythm, we got rhythm, we got pride, we got pride.
And Taylor Swift became the only female artist to win Album of the Year 3 times.
When you are young, they assume you know nothing.
Tiffany Haddish also made history when she won Best Comedy Album.
I really won?
Woo woo.
You know, a black woman hasn't won in that category since 1986.
And how about those Oscar noms? It's the first year ever that more than one woman is nominated for Best Director. Plus, Nomadland writer-director Chloe Zhao is the first woman to receive 4 nods in 1 year, while Judas and the Black Messiah is the first film with an all-black producing team up for Best Picture. Riz Ahmed is the first Muslim in the running for Best Actor, and Steven Yeun is the first Asian American to join him. And his fellow Minari star Yoon Ye-jung is the first South Korean to be nominated for Best Supporting Actress. So much to celebrate. Now, onto the Instagrams you've been loving this week. Lala Kent is a mom. Here's the Bravo star just after she welcomed her daughter, Ocean Kent Emmett. Look how Ocean is already holding on tight to mom's hand. This is Lala's first child with her fiance, Randall Emmett. And you ever wonder what superheroes have for breakfast? Well, Dwayne Johnson is here with the answer as he prepares for the upcoming DC film, Black Adam.
A combination of whole eggs and egg whites, beef tenderloin, English muffins with butter, cinnamon, and liquid stevia, powdered greens, morning zoa, oatmeal, and blueberries.
As far as diets go, this one doesn't look too bad. And earlier we broke down all the Grammys history made this year. But 2 people with some history of their own also met up on Sunday. The Recording Academy shared this video of exes Taylor Swift and Harry Styles catching up at music's biggest night. No bad blood here. On Monday's Bachelor, after the final Rose special, Matt James came face-to-face with Rachael Kirkconnell in the wake of her recently resurfaced racially insensitive photos from 2018.
You feel for Matt that what was supposed to be a historic season got bogged down in these racist actions.
After Matt chose to be with Rachael in the finale, but did not propose, the night went on to reveal that they've since broken up as a result of those photos.
I had to take a step back for you to put in that work that you outlined that you needed to do. And that's something you gotta do on your own. And that's why we can't be in a relationship.
During her sit-down with host Emmanuel Acho, Rachael tearfully apologized.
Rachael admitted that there is no excuse for her ignorance.
But it was clear the damage was done.
The sit-down between Rachael and Matt was really hard to watch. A really powerful quote was he said,
I don't want to be emotionally responsible for those tears.
Well, Matthew McConaughey is using his star power for good.
Something like this comes and it hits you with a capital P purpose.
With his home state of Texas still reeling from record-breaking winter storms.
Once you go in the front door, oh, this is unlivable. Oh, there's no clean water. Oh, these people have been displaced, they need food. Oh, these elders. Oh, these kids are out of that school. Oh, this disabled person doesn't have a ramp to get up anymore. All of a sudden, then you start to see when you look under the hood, so to speak, or behind the front door, what the devastation is.
McConaughey is set to host a star-studded virtual benefit concert streaming on his YouTube channel. He's bringing together Kelly Clarkson, Willie Nelson, Leon Bridges, Miranda Lambert, and more in the hopes of raising funds that will help his fellow Texans get back on their feet. We think that's all right of him. I had to. Now, let's move on to some screen time. I am stoked because I am joined by country superstar Luke Bryan, whose 2021 is off to a very busy start. Not only is his hit show American Idol back for its 19th season, but the deluxe version of his album Born Here, Live Here, Die Here is available April 9th.
Born here, live here, die here.
All right, for these final 5 minutes of the show, I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. For question number 1, you have to give me 1 answer. For question number 2, you have to give me 2 answers, and so on. Your talent is undeniable.
Down to 1.
You've won Entertainer of the Year twice at the CMAs, twice at the ACMs, and your song Down to 1 just became your 26th career #1 single. Your fans clearly love you. I'm sure there's still some unknown things about you, so I wanna know, what is one hidden talent that you have?
I'm a pretty good cook. I'm a good cook. My guy off camera says I can make good chicken soup.
But hey, maybe it's an amazing chicken soup.
It's pretty amazing.
Is there a secret ingredient?
A good chef never tells.
All right, we know that you love fishing.
Howdy, folks.
We saw a video on your Instagram recently, and you love fishing solo and with your kids. But besides fishing, what are 2 activities that you love doing with your kids?
We love to go golfing. When you're out there golfing with your boys, it's just time well spent. Another thing is every September, go on a western elk hunting trip. We spend the days hiking and just being out there out west, building campfires at night. So hunting and camping with the boys.
And you recently got some time with your wife, and I'm sure these days it's hard to come by with so many kids and so much going on. But what does a date night look like for you and your wife when you finally get it?
Well, a date night for us is like a 5:30 dinner. If the kids aren't at the house, if we can do a 5:30 dinner, get home at 7, be in bed by 8. You know, my wife's love language is the ability to sleep. We have painted the town enough. We did years of spring breaks together. You have a year off in quarantine, you just like get into bed early, watching your shows and waking up feeling pretty good.
You've obviously been away from touring for a while now. So what are 3 things you miss about being on stage in front of an audience?
Definitely the energy from the fans. I miss just watching them sing the songs. I miss being out there with my band and my crew and my people that make it all happen. I just miss the feeling after the show and talking about how this song went over, and you know, you're always trying new things out and you're always going back to the drawing board night in and night out.
Was there ever a time that you did try something and it didn't actually go over well and you had to rethink it?
Hundreds of times that, you know, the biggest thing is when you're working up like a cover song, then you spend all this time building this cover song, and then the fans just sit there and look at you like you have 3 heads. So if I think I have the best song in the world and I get up there and play it and everybody reacts like, okay, it's time to take a bathroom break, then it's out of the show. If everybody goes and buys a pretzel during this song, then it wasn't that good.
American Idol, finally back on TV. This is your 4th season as a judge alongside Katy Perry and Lionel Richie. So I would love to know, what are 4 things you love about working with them?
First, we're friends, you know. We have a friend connection. We just love being around one another and catching up. Secondly, I love how much we love on these kids. I love how much we care as a group. When the show is put together, you know, I think America can really tell that we love trying to help these kids to the best of our ability. I think he might be the biggest star we've ever had on American Idol. Third, I love our spontaneity.
Don't you want to like sing a little song with him or something?
I totally want to sing a song.
Of course you do. All I've got coming to me. Oh, baby.
There's no written thing of what me and Lionel and Katy will do or play off one another, and we're not scared to go for it. I love Lionel and Katy's restaurant recommendations for Los Angeles, because once a restaurant is Lionel Richie approved, Katy Perry approved, you can guarantee that old country boy is gonna like it.
Were you able to keep in touch during the pandemic?
Yeah, we checked on each other quite often, and when we were able to finally get back in a studio with one another, we were pretty fired up.
You are a pro at being a dad, so what was the piece of advice you gave to new mom Katie?
I think I just tried to prepare her for a new level of love. I mean, once you have a child, love goes to a whole nother level. Just watching Katie become a mother has just been really, really special to watch.
And finally, the deluxe version of your album, Born Here, Live Here, Die Here, comes out next month with 6 new songs. So what are 5 words to describe this new album?
Country, ruralness, heartfelt, authentically me, romantic.
Ooh. Thank you, Luke, for chatting with me. And everyone, make sure you catch Luke as a judge on American Idol this season, Sunday nights on ABC. And check out the deluxe edition of Luke's album, Born Here, Live Here, Die Here, when that comes out on April 9th. All right, time's up. See you next Thursday.